forces are under attack.
It's so fucking stupid. It's so stupid.
Yes, sir.
It hurts so badly.
Not enough energy.
Systems functional. Aircon locked.
Not enough energy.
Yeah?
Systems functional.
Anonynom donated $3.33. Gonna cry? Gonna cry? Gonna cry? Gonna... Slash 1467 cheered. X300, it's okay Artie. You may not have won the game, but it was a great conceptual victory. There was a lot of back and forth, good plays on both sides, and great play-by-play moves like the Empon 4 arbiters and saxing 3 bases to buy time for carrier. And in the end, isn't that what Brood War is all about? Props to you and your opponent. You both played well. Prophecy donated $3.33. The prophecy didn't make. This changes everything. Do you want to go on a date?
It's so brutally unfair. It is so fucked up. So unfair. So look at this. I'm up 11 workers. Okay? 11 workers. This is what my drop did. I have a ton of vision on the map, and I kill that many workers. Look at that. 12 workers. 13. Does it matter? Do I ever have a moment I can attack him? Two base arbiter, safest build in the game. Get all the tech.
Corksmiller 2 cheered. X300, not to be a guy in the chat. But why are Wraiths not an effective counter to carriers? It seems like the largest issue is that he can abuse terrain in air versus ground to avoid dealing with Goliaths.
You're not getting Wraith upgrades. They cost a lot. If he knows you're going Wraiths, they don't kill carriers. Carriers beat Wraiths. You make 2 Corsairs, all my Wraiths explode.
Don't cry,
so it has to be
$3
completely a surprise.
I know RT, I miss him too. Adolf Hitler did nothing wrong.
I'm up supply. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Trying to my ass off to harass. He's like, no, well, I have a goon here, and I made building walls, and now I'm putting cannons everywhere. Fuck you, you can't harass. Look at that. He attack move. I bring one dropship and he attack moves his whole army. Think, like, look at these moves. You know what happens if you bring your whole army to stop a Reaver drop? They attack your front and kill you. That's what happens.
Asking the real question donated $3.33. RT, in your expert opinion, was Hitler a Protoss or Terran player?
I'm not talking about Hitler here. What the fuck? Look at this. I have a bigger bank. We're maxed out. Doesn't matter, though. Terrible attack. Just awful. Puke-worthy attack.
Anonymous donated $3. KRT, do you remember our little boy, Edo? He was a good Austrian boy, only wanting the best for his country.
No, we're not doing those. You don't know if he's producing out of these gates, so I kept a big chunk of army here. I think to this point I've played an excellent game. Only thing I can think is I should have pulled part of the army out, but again, you don't know if he's making out of the gates. Because Protoss buildings don't tell you if they're doing anything. Unlike Terran buildings, every Terran building does. I killed this base as well. Sorry, just target the command centers. Let's fly over everything, target all the command centers, target armories. Do whatever the fuck you want.
Maxed Out Situations donated $3.33 in a max on max trade, since TOS can replenish their army faster. Is trading equally very dangerous for Terran?
Yeah. Matters the situation overall, but... Look, the carriers just fucking fly around and abuse everything. Why couldn't you kill the Stargates early on to prevent him from getting carriers? Are you fucking actually serious typing that? No, Valkyries don't do splash damage to interceptors, okay? Stop talking about Valkyries. Why can't I go down here and kill these Stargates? Why can't I go cross-map and kill these
Anonymous
Stargates?
donated $3.
When all
What
of his
if you
gates
made
were up here?
Marines and killed all
I wonder.
the interceptors? Would that work?
No. Marines don't kill interceptors. Why are we coming up with this shit? It's so stupid. No. What are you talking about? I was ahead until you got the fourth ahead of me? No, you don't even know what you're talking about. If Terran takes a third, Protoss can take a fourth, and there's no punish. What are you even talking about? Jesus Christ.
Guy in chat donated $3.33. Don't forget the power of a well-placed nuclear-powered weapon of mass destruction. A couple of well-placed nukes wipe the floor with those carriers. Just like I will do with the 7, that's right 7, former Soviet nuclear weapons that were thought to be lost.
Thanks. Had such a nice opener, such a nice mid-game.
This one donated $3.33. Okay, how about this one? Couldn't you just mind control a probe to build your own carrier fleet to counter his?
I don't have mind control, unfortunately. I had enough money to do something like that. Okay, I think going up here to kill this base was probably the right idea.
Coach MMR donated
But maybe
$3.33.
I stop right there.
200 carrier is the strongest army, so you have to get the perfect defensive engagement, which means let him engage above turrets. Also, you have to exploit their lack of mobility by expanding everywhere. If he attacks the expands, he loses a lot of time.
That isn't... Sometimes that's the case. In this game, it's not. Right? If we had started cross spawn, that it will probably work a bit better. Or, like, basically because his center of operations is here, he can get everywhere quickly in the late game with the carriers. Right? If this is the center of his defensive world, he can fly up here very quickly to this location, and he can just go right across here very quickly to this location, right? And by cutting off this and cutting off this, I'm still stuck on my quadrant. Anyways, I correctly thought, like, okay, I need to secure this after I killed the main.
Okay, but what about this donated $3.33? Okay, but what about this? What if you build building inside his base so that he had nowhere to put his stargates, therefore no carrier exploits, and you win? What? Mamak0 donated $3. Artosis, can you please tell your mods to unban me? One of your mods claimed the Nazi party was right-wing. I simply corrected him and said it was not, and he banned me. I didn't even ask why you don't expand or scout more versus Protoss. Fuck you 420, blaze it.
So ridiculous. So I think splitting off to kill that was good. So it's 1,300 gas there. And then I'm coming down here. Now, where are my Goliaths? Here's a bunch. Here's some. Here's some. And he just hits here too quickly. I think this is the location where the fucking game got out of hand. Because I'm, like, ahead right here. For sure. And he's like, hey, I still have, like, mass RV and mass carrier and mass army. LOL. Fucking terrible. So we go from 2220 down to, oh, minus 25 for that. Minus 25 for that, guys. So we lose 100 points the last 5 games. Can you contain his top left main instead of killing it? You can, but he'll eventually break out, and then he still has all that shit. He can't fit as much. Like, I think I normally don't kill mains, but I think that time it was the right call. It was my attempt to take the mineral base to the bottom right that fucked me up. Because then he just flew in. He took over that area, killed all my tanks, flew in, killed my force.
Sarah Kerrigan donated $3.33. I get that you hate Protoss. Fine. But imagine if you played Honorable Zerg. Protoss takes the least amount of time to master. Terran is too handicapped to master. So pick up Zerg, perfect it, and dominate.
I don't like Zerg, though. It's not my style. Core, thanks for gifting a sub. TNT Eyeball, thanks again for gifting so many subs. 11 subs today. 13 subs. Damn. Very nice. I can't believe that we were at 2200 and then lost to fucking 100 points. It's just such bullshit. All right. We're going to send you guys over to scan. Thank you, everyone, for coming by. We'll be back tomorrow.